Hello everyone. One simple problem I am going to explain now. So you can see this diagram. We have this coordinate system x axis, y and z axis. There is a vector which is passing through the origin and making some angle with theta with this xz plane. You can see here, to understand this diagram, let me take this book is our xz plane and this pen is now y axis, and I have drawn this is an imaginary line. So this is the line which is in this is z axis, this is y axis, x axis, this is x axis, z axis, y axis, right? So this is the line I have drawn. Now this is our vector. This marker is our vector now. So it is making theta angle with this pen, this line or this xz plane. So this is the vector, angle made by this vector. This pink color pen is theta, and angle between this pen and this x axis is alpha. This is alpha. Angle made by this vector with this line which lies in xz plane is theta. The vector is like this. Vector is like this, making theta angle with this line. So it is indirectly making theta angle with xz plane. Now the vector form of this A. You want vector form. Understood or not? So we should resolve, or we should write the components of this A vector along x direction, y direction and z direction. Then we can write its vector form easily. So how can we write? If you know the components of a vector, if you have components of a vector, you can write ax I cap plus ay j cap az k cap. That is the vector form, right? We should know the components along x direction, y direction and z direction. Here this vector is like this, making theta angle with this line, and it makes 90 minus theta with y axis. This angle is indirectly 90 minus theta. Is it clear or not? Again I will show you. This is our x axis, z axis, y axis. This is y axis. Now this is our vector, and this angle is what? This angle is theta. This angle is 90 minus theta. Angle between these two markers is 90 minus theta. Clear? This angle, I hope this is clear. This is 90 minus theta. So the component of this A in this direction, you can directly write AY, the component of this vector. This vector is making 90 minus theta angle with y axis. So A cos of 90 minus theta, its component in this direction is magnitude of this vector into cos of angle made by that vector with given side. Cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. So we got that y component directly, but we cannot write it x component directly as of this y component, because we do not know the angle between x axis and a vector directly. But you can write this a vector component along this direction. Reason, you have, this is the vector, it is making theta angle with this line. So the component of this a in this direction is a, this angle is cos theta, a cos theta. That is the component. Clear? So I will show you. This is our y axis, this is our y axis, this is our vector, this is our line. So the vector is like this. This angle is theta, this is 90 minus theta. So this is a, here a cos theta, a sin theta. Clear? This is a cos theta, a sin theta. Both are perpendicular. This is in xz plane. This is along y direction. This is in xz plane. This component are perpendicular. So clear? Now again I'll resolve this a cos theta. This a cos theta is like this. You can read, this is what? Now this is x axis, this is z axis, this is a cos theta. Now this angle is alpha. Now let us treat this as another vector. So if you treat it is like a new vector, the component of this in this direction, so is what? This magnitude into cos of this angle, cos alpha. This is what? It's x component. The x component of this in along x direction, the component of this along x direction is this. Now the component of this a cos theta along y axis, this angle is 90 minus alpha, so its component along z direction is this a cos theta into cos of this angle. Cos of that angle is what? Directly you can write sin alpha. Again I resolved this a cos theta into components. Its component in this direction is this vector magnitude into cos of this angle, vector magnitude into sin of this angle. Clear? These are the components we got. Now the total x, z and y components. So totally the vector a is now ax is this a cos theta into cos alpha I cap, ay is a sin theta j cap, az is this a cos theta into sin alpha k cap. That is the vector form. I hope you understood this. Okay, one more. Now I'll derive the equation for magnitude of resultant of two vectors by resolution of vectors instead of parallelogram law of vectors. Already we have derived magnitude of resultant of two vectors a and b is under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Theta is what? Angle between a and b. Theta is angle between a vector and b vector. That is the magnitude. So instead of the parallelogram law of vectors, we can also derive the same by using resolution of vectors. For example, these are the two vectors a and b, and their resultant is this. If this resultant vector makes alpha angle with a and beta angle with this b vector, or this total angle between a and b is what? Theta is alpha plus beta, where angle between two vectors, this alpha plus beta is theta. Right? Now I'll derive this equation by resolution of vectors. I'll resolve a vector and b vector into components. The component of a along the direction of this resultant, what is the component of this? A cos alpha, and its component perpendicular to this is what? A sin alpha. These are the two components of a. Similarly, resolve b vector into two components. So its b vector component in this direction is what? B cos beta, cos of angle, this angle is beta. Now its component in this direction perpendicular to this, that is b sin beta. These are the two components of b vector, these are the two components of a vector. But resultant of these two vectors is in this direction. It has no resultant in this direction. Indirectly, the components of these two is zero, combination. These two cancel each other and the combination of these two gives r vector. So means what? That is the magnitude of r is equal to what? The sum of the components which are along the direction of this resultant, that is a cos alpha plus b cos beta. This is equation 1. But what is the sum of these two? That is 0. 0 is equal to a sin alpha minus b sin beta. The no value of these two vectors in this direction. So by solving these two, you will get the resultant equation. So you can see, I'll square these two equations on both sides and add. Squaring these two equations, 1 square plus 2 square gives, what is the square of this? r square, and left side a square cos square alpha plus b square cos square beta plus 2ab cos alpha cos beta. So the square of this equation, left side square is r square, right side is whole square a plus b whole square, expansion is that. Now this equation also I'll do square on both sides, 0 square. Now square of this, whole square of this gives a minus b whole square form. So a square sin square alpha plus b square sin square beta minus 2ab sin alpha sin beta. Now let us add these two, addition. So what is the addition of these two? R square. Addition of these two is what? A square common, sin square alpha plus cos square alpha is 1. So it gives what? From these two only a square. From these two also b square common, sin square beta plus cos square beta is 1, b square. So you can see from these two what is common? 2ab, 2ab. Let us take 2ab common. Here after taking 2ab common, you have these terms cos alpha cos beta. Now here we took 2ab outside and minus sign is there, and this term sin alpha sin beta. I think it is clear. R square is equal to, or r equal to root of a square plus b square plus 2ab. This is what? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b form. So it gives cos of a plus b. That is a form. What is alpha plus beta? Theta. So the resultant is equal to what? Root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta.